Hey, are you interested in learning more about the whole reality shifting craze? Check out the audiobook, Parallel Universes of Self. It's the Bible of reality shifting worldwide, and I got to narrate it. A direct link is available on hightimelinebooks.com, or you can get it directly from Audible and Apple Books.
Hello, Fun Astrology Podcast listeners. This is Lizz Grace Christie, and you're hearing my voice, so it must be a Tuesday. Today is March 25th, 2025, and this Tuesday is special because it will be the last Tuesday that you will hear my voice. Yes, my 90-day trial has come to a close here on the Fun Astrology Podcast, and I would like to ask you all, how have I done? Well, if you ask me, I would say that I can feel that I have peeled a layer back on my own onion. The girl that is sitting behind this microphone today is certainly different than the girl that was sitting here 3 months ago. Now, let me flip the question on you. How are you doing? Where have you gone and grown since 3 months ago today? Mercury went retrograde around March 15th, and today it will be making a sextile from the sign of Aries to Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. This sextile suggests that Mercury will be sending warm winds towards the direction of Pluto in Aquarius, and hopefully these warm winds are not smelly and sulfury, if you catch my drift. Sorry, I could not resist. It just popped out of my mouth. Carrying on, these warm winds are perfect timing considering that here in the Northern Hemisphere, we are completing our first official week of spring. These warm winds are going to warm up the icy and somewhat lonesome Pluto in Aquarius. And to clarify, what I mean by lonely in the sky is not to do with aspects, but rather the sign in which he is inhabiting. Pluto has been holding down Aquarius for the last month or so, basically on his own, minus a sudden encounter with asteroid goddess Pallas Athena around the 2nd degree of Aquarius about a month ago, February 25th, 2025. The moon has been paying visits to the sign of Aquarius and therefore the lord of the underworld, Pluto. And in fact, yesterday, March 24th, 2025, the moon found herself in the company of Pluto once again. So we are waking up today with a moon in the sign of Aquarius, and it will be transiting all the way through to the sign of Pisces throughout the day. With this interaction of Mercury, the communicator planet, who is retrograde, making a sextile to Pluto in Aquarius, who was just in communion with the moon, has me feeling like we are going to be a little bit soft today. Tummies are exposed and our bellies are very raw. And I would suggest thinking back to February 25th, 2025 and consider what you were experiencing then. This will give you a grain of wisdom, considering that Pallas Athena is the goddess of wisdom and forethought. She's also a goddess of crafts, a goddess of armor, a goddess of protection. She will fortify your city and keep it safe. Pluto, the king of the underworld, and Pallas Athena have something in common. They are deeply concerned with the livelihood and vitality of the realms that they inhabit. Pluto is concerned with the afterlife beings, the astral beings, we could say. Pallas Athena, being a goddess who is directly involved with mortals in their war, in their cities, with giving them olive trees and pure oil to burn like Vesta, asteroid goddess Vesta, who is still in a grand water trine with Saturn and Mars. So, with that in mind, this grand water trine, the psychic communication coming through as a sextile from Mercury to Pluto, and the moon lingering around the inhabitants of Pluto throughout the greater part of this day reflects to me a good time to stay inside and dig deep into your own inner worlds so that you can explore outer space within your own space. Yes, we are still in the thick of March funness. y'all, and there's still plenty of time to curate a party within your own bubble versus outside of it. I'm not promoting you be in an echo chamber, but I am asking you to nurture yourself in a way that is wise and divine and supported by Pluto and Pallas Athena, beings who are greatly concerned with the vitalities of their own realms. Nurture your realm, nurture your fellow beings that exist in your realms, and I think today will go easy for you. But this is a tense aspect, despite it being a sextile, a tense aspect between Mercury retrograde and Pluto, because I feel like there could definitely be a revisit of something that is not resolved, and the words being used right now could be extra spicy and extra piercing, like Athena's spear. We are all existing within a house of cards right now. The realm is a house of cards. Fragile, delicate, and could very easily get blown over by these warm winds. These warm winds of change, the sextile that is applying and exact around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today, with Mercury in the sign of Aries to Pluto in the sign of Aquarius. We gotta stay cool and embrace the heat in a way that is elegant and not shocking. Today is a great opportunity to temper your glass, as in to prepare your glassware for extreme cold and extreme heat without cracking. Think about a windshield on a car when it's snowing. Our human impulse might be to throw hot water onto the windshield, the glass windshield that is cold, and you will wind up with a broken windshield and a lot of frustration. I know I use the analogy of a card house, but a glass house could work well here too. Underbellies are exposed. Things are exposed now. Everything's all out on the table. Think about where you were 3 months ago. Think about where you were a month ago. Take responsibility for everything that you've encountered, because your life is a reflection of you. It is a reflection of what is going on inside, manifesting simultaneously on the outside. So now is the time for your mind, body, awareness to fully connect so you can empower yourself and move forward into this new whatever the heck you are with grace and trust in you, the you-verse that is in verse inside of you. All right, y'all. I'm not going away forever. I'm just gonna step back a little bit so I can focus on some other things in my life. I'm starting up school. I'm picking up a new practice, Lyra, and I already produce a weekly podcast called The Weekend Goddess Report on my channel on galactic mythology that a few of you are already subscribed to. And if you feel called and think you will miss me, go on over there and subscribe. My intentions are to use this free time from the Fun Astrology podcast to create more specialized lectures and reports on topics that I find interesting that are not directly astrological, but are definitely linked. Topics such as the constellation Ophiuchus and the god Dionysus. Stay tuned, y'all. Those are cooking. I will continue to give astrological readings as well, which are available to be booked on my website, galacticmythology.com. I also have a really special gift for you all, considering it's March funness, and it's all about Pisces and intuition and the realms of the unseen. I recently developed and very recently released a new product that I created, a new kit rather, and it is titled the Intuition Kit. And it is a kit that is aimed to inspire and coach you to connect with your higher self and to strengthen your connection to spirit and to your spirit guides. In these kits, you will find a crystal pendulum, a hand silk screened mat with some artwork that I created, along with a pamphlet that I wrote to guide you through how to use the pendulum. And last but not least, the kit comes with a hand-dyed cotton bag to contain all your goodies. These intuition kits can be purchased on my website, galacticmythology.com. They are $55 listing price, but for you all, my lovely Fun Astrology family, I am offering a 20% off coupon for your first intuition kit. And this 20% off will dock about $11 from the $55 asking price. And that promotional code is podcast20. And it's podcast all lowercase 20. And you can enter that promotional code at the checkout of your purchase for an intuition kit. Each kit is unique. I am also a textile artist, and I have a bachelor's in fiber. I graduated from the Kansas City Art Institute in 2018, and I still have a independent fashion brand, but I tend to give my astrology practice a little bit more focus these days. This intuition kit is my latest expression of creativity through my textile medium, and I'm really excited that it's a fusion of my astrology practice as well. So if you feel inspired by me and you would like to strengthen your connection to yourself, head on over to my website, galacticmythology.com. Click on Intuition Kit. It will be in the site menu, and there you can read more about the kits and find where to purchase them. Just make sure you utilize the promo code podcast20. Thank you all so much for allowing me to spread my wings and grow for the last 3 months. This is not the last of me, and if you do want to still hear me every week, go ahead to my YouTube channel, Galactic Mythology, and subscribe, and you can catch my weekly weekend forecasts, the Weekend Goddess Report, that are released at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every Friday. Those reports give you a snapshot of the weekend ahead from Friday to Monday, and it is focused on the asteroid goddesses and the goddess celestial bodies in general. I do talk about the masculine points and planets. However, I do my best to focus on the femmes in that report, and it's quite revealing and very similar to what other people are saying who do not use those points. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to the end. Thank you, Thomas Miller. Catch you all in the future.